So how will the separation of NABJ and NAHJ conventions next year affect members' networking and training opportunities?
I don't think it's going to affect NABJ at all because we network and we get together anyway. I think it will have a negative impact on those NAHJ members that like to meet with us. And we're the largest convention, the largest career fair for journalists in the country. And I think NAHJ not being here is going to hurt their members so they won't have the access to the same opportunities that we'll have here.
Why do you think it's beneficial for both organizations to host a joint convention?
I mean, it's beneficial because the employers would much rather come to one location to get two organizations as opposed to going to two separate locations. I think financially it's beneficial because if they're going to one place, not two, they'll have more money to put into the one place, and we can split that money. So I think it's been more beneficial financially for our organization. It's beneficial for NAHJ also, and they're not going to make as much money this year than they normally would. We actually lose money when we meet with them, but when I say lose, we don't make as much. But I think it's worth the social impact of us coming together for us to do that.
Since you're speaking on finances for the convention, so my third question for you is: NABJ reportedly made a revenue of $3 million at the NABJ and NAHJ convention in the 2022 convention in Las Vegas. So now with the separation, what is the financial impact of this decision for both organizations? And do you think some things will possibly be limited for these conventions in the upcoming future?
Well, not for NABJ. I mean, we're going to be in Chicago next year, and we actually, like I said, we make more money. Our convention makes more money when we don't meet together, but both organizations meeting together is so worthwhile. It's okay for us. We just don't make as much money. I went to the board meeting today, and we're expected to get a surplus out of this convention of more than $1 million. Now that's great. NAHJ, I know that the first year we did this, they wanted to have a 50-50 split, but we really based it on the attendance. We have many more members attending than they did, so we ended up with a 70-30 split. And I know for a fact that their treasurer, after that was over, was very pleased because they made more money, even with 70-30, than they normally would make at their annual convention.
So, of course, you are known as the former NABJ president, and you have assisted in creating these joint conventions. How do you personally feel about the split?
I'm disappointed. I mean, I think it's great when we meet together. I mean, it's hard to explain when you walk into a hall and you see black journalists, Latino journalists, all coming together. I mean, you're talking about thousands of people coming together. You have different cultures coming together. I think it's a great enriching experience. I love the salsa. I love Zumba. So I love going to their parties and being able to do my salsa. I hate that we're not going to do this again, at least not next year. Hopefully we can come back together again, maybe in 2028 or 2030.
And my following question for you, so what do you hope for the future of NABJ and NAHJ moving forward?
Well, I would hope that we would come back together again. I think on the one hand, I mean, the NAHJ board made the decision. NAHJ board made the decision for whatever reason they did. I don't think that they totally thought it through, that they're going to now meet in Hollywood, and a lot of their members are located in the Southwest, which is true. A lot of them are also located here on the East Coast. A lot of folks don't go to California, so I think it's going to hurt them there. Going forward for the NABJ, we're going to be fine. We're the largest organization of journalists of color. We always have a great convention. We're here in Birmingham. We're actually on track to be the second largest attended convention for NABJ ever. So I think we're going to be fine. In Chicago, a lot of folks love Chicago, so they're going to go there next year anyway.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bob.